Hello, Pastor Doug, back again with another Lost Words. In this series, we take a look at words that our modern culture has either removed or changed, and usually not for the better. This word came about from actually yesterday's adult study before church, where we've been going through the Westminster Larger Catechism, and the people noticed I had changed a word unintentionally. I do this all the time. I'm slightly dyslexic. So we were taking a look at question 38 of the Larger Catechism, and it states, or asks, why was it requisite that the mediator should be God? Great question. Referring to, of course, Jesus Christ. It was requisite that the mediator should be God, that he might sustain and keep the human nature from sinking under the infinite wrath of God and the power of death, give worth and efficacy to his sufferings, obedience and intercession, and to satisfy God's justice, procure his favor, purchase a particular people, give his Spirit to them, conquer all their enemies, and bring them to everlasting salvation. Yea, amazing statement of what Christ does, but did you hear the mistake I made? I said this word wrong. I said a particular people, which is not wrong. But someone said, Pastor, you read it wrong. It's peculiar. And that's actually a hard word to say, so maybe it's one of the reasons I said particular. But why this word? And we're like, well, why would God want a strange people? And someone asked, is it because we're fools for Christ? And I'm like, well, no. The word's changed. If you go look up the modern definition of this word, it gives you the normal definition, a characteristic of only one person, group, or thing, distinctive, which is actually not as strong as what it should be. But the definition we associate most with peculiar is number 2. Something different from the usual or the norm. It's odd, it's curious, it's eccentric, it's unusual, it's kind of weird, it's kind of off. If you go read the original definition, though, it's a little bit different. It's from the Latin, and it's about one's own property, owning one's own property. So the number one definition is appropriate, kind of the exact opposite of the modern definition, belonging to a person and to him only. Almost every writer has a peculiar style. Most men have manners peculiar to themselves. So this is something that's appropriate, special, that belongs to the person uniquely. And so, back to the catechism, particular is not a wrong word to use here, but peculiar is actually much better. Because it's referring to not just a particular people, but a people God has purchased for himself. A unique people, the elect, and which are his, which belongs solely to him. So this word is a much better biblical word, referring to how God redeems his people and how we belong to him. So again, particular is not wrong, but peculiar is much better. Well, I hope that helps. And as always, Christ's grace and peace to you all. Amen.